collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon in November 2021. I'm your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Hi. Happy Halloween to you. Had a lovely, lovely evening last night at a friend's house. Small gathering of people around a fire pit. It was really great. Lovely, lovely evening. Mal L, the last witch of Krypton. It was a lot of fun. So I am back to work here today doing this 5-card draw for you if you are new to the channel. A 5-card draw is 1 card from 5 different decks to get you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case the new moon to full moon in November 2021. So let's look at that briefly. The new moon on Thursday, the 4th of November, 5:15 p.m., right? Pretty cool to plant a seed on a Thursday. Thursday is Jupiter energy expansion, so Scorpio, money, sex, power, right? Other people's resources could be really cool, but then we are looking at the 2-week period to the full moon, which is a tricky one again. It's on Friday, the 19th of November. It is a lunar eclipse as well as a full moon, but it goes void, of course, at the exact same moment it goes full, 3:57 a.m. Most astrologers would say, yeah, then it's a void, of course, full moon. It's not technically full moon in Taurus, but it's essentially, right, 4 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in New York. So it's like, do your stuff the night before, right? Because Thursday, I mean, really, then it's a Thursday to a Thursday. Really good for money, magic, Scorpio. Just saying that, well, money, sex, and power, how that all correlates. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get other pieces of the puzzle for this particular timeline we are about to look at, or maybe a totally different thing that you will be waxing from full to new. Otherwise, let's get up in this gig. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can for my beloved fixed water signs. Links in the description box, all the decks that I read if you want to check them out, as well as there's a video on there, booking a reading with Mal. 13 minutes. I had a field day doing it. People enjoy it, and it answers all the questions and sets you up if you want a private read with me. I guess that's about it. Let's do this, Scorps. Let's dive deep. Please take a nice deep breath. We're going to start with the magical spell cards. Each deck of card represents one of the 5 magical elements. So this is like a spell kit reading for those of you who do that, but can certainly help you shape your intention work here, no matter what your practice is. So, using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, coolest name ever. Please, I call upon the ancestors. Perfect time of year for it. The ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Please, what is the element of fire? The spell fragment to help them focus what they yearn for, what they burn for, their heart's desire this new to full November. New beginnings. Can't beat that for a new moon. I seem to remember somebody else getting that this time around. New beginnings, Leo got this. So there might be a Leo, Scorpio, Viberino going on there. The spell fragment itself. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. Now, little contradiction there. Clear the space is usually a waning moon thing, right? Releasing, letting go. I do those reads too. The full to news, the waning moons, the shadow work reads often. But this is certainly to make space for a new beginning. So, so think of that as expanding your space rather than clearing it out, if you get what I'm saying. Just different take on it. But, you know, we got a butterfly here, totally a symbol of transformation. So remember, there are stages in this, right? Egg, caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. And you could have the egg at new and be butterfly by full, one would think, right? Just got to go with the cycles of it. So, element of earth. We're going to use the crystal oracle. You need earth to feed the fire, like the log to feed the bonfire, right? As well as whatever crystal is indicated here, crystal, gem, mineral, what have you. If you've got it, great. If you don't, you want to get it, cool. You do you, but you don't need it. It's really the vibration of the message itself. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, powers of the earth, element of earth, powers of the north, the archangel of nature, the archangel of Lyons, please. One card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their element of earth to help them manifest, right? The earth that feeds the fire of that new beginning, their heart's desire for this new to fall. November 2021. Rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz. No shit, look at this thing. Rutilated quartz is, I call my torch of Ariel, or torch Ariel for short, like a torchiere lamp. I love this. I even have a ring. My Apollo, my totem to Apollo is also rutilated quartz. And those little rutiles, the little golden rods and rutilated quartz, were in the long, long ago called angel hair. You can tell I love this stone much. Vibrational healing, higher mind, and reconciliation. This is about like healing stuff, maybe with not so much confrontation, and I think you'll dig it. You are subconsciously receiving loving vibrations and loving thoughts from someone connected to your past. Could be anybody, physical or non-physical. That's a general read for you, right? An episode or conflict that hurt you emotionally is now being healed and reconciled by the power of forgiveness and unconditional love. But wait, there's more. Over the coming days, you may find yourself emotionally and mentally reciprocating this love as you reflect on a person or past event. Now, wouldn't that be clearing emotional space for you? Yeah. Yeah, it would. Through this mutual exchange of love, past wounds are now energetically being healed and all negative attachments resolved and released. So, yes, it is a waxing moon in the sense that your capacity to heal vibrationally, in other words, this doesn't sound like a face-to-face thing. Like, what if someone's crossed over? Right? Scorpio, I forgot who I was talking to for a second there. My Scorps, right? You know, fixed water. Sometimes it could be like ice. You can hold on to stuff emotionally. Here's an opportunity to let that go. Maybe without the knockdown, drag out, right? A real reconciliation, vibrational healing. It's a big deal. We're all one anyway in the quantum, so make a post-it note. Get some rutilated quartz at some point in your life, right? Not that expensive. Element of air. We're using Healing with the Angels Oracle. Who are the healing angels you need to work with here for this new beginning, using that rutilated quartz vibe? I haven't been coughing a lot today, so I'm really getting, sometimes the cough is a throat chakra thing for whoever I'm reading for. Breathe. And as I call upon the angels of the West, powers of water, the sign of Scorpio, the Gabrielite legions, please, who are the healing angels that the Scorpio collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, most needs to think about, read about, I don't know, Google search, pray to, meditate, fixate upon for a little bit. The element of air, to breathe into that element of fire for new beginnings, with that rutilated quartz, vibrational healing, reconciliation, emotional healing certainly going on there. This new to full November 2021. The healing angels of listening. Now listen, Ing. For the element of air, that is an air thing, right? You know, like listening without air, right? Sound doesn't travel in a vacuum. So this is not just about listening to another person in terms of reconciliation. Remember, this is kind of talking about this happening in your energy field at a distance, kind of feels like. This is about listening to your guidance and grace. This is about listening to your better angels, to your higher selves, your guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, and higher selves. Those are my pantheons I work with, right? Very clear about that. But it's also know that they're listening to you. It's like every prayer is heard and every prayer is answered, but we don't like the speed or sometimes the way our prayers are answered, but how much control do we have over that? So there is a huge opportunity for you to love again here is what I am getting in some way, shape, or form. And remember, if you heal a relationship, really, truly, love is the divine healer. It just is. Read my book, Words of Grace. It's in there. As you heal your relationship with someone, anyone, it expands your capacity to love in a new way for everybody. And that's why, you know, love everybody. Yeah, I'm here to love. I incarnated to love everybody, but not necessarily to like everybody. There is a difference. You're allowed to not like what people do and still get, okay, whatever pain you're coming from, I bless you and I'll deal with you later. And then time goes by, right? Location, location, location. So really listen to your better angels. Have a conversation with them. Grab a piece of rutilated quartz, or I don't care, any old rock that you feel drawn to, and do that. And have a conversation, but also make time for that listening. All right, here's your element. Element of water. Whispers of Love Oracle, voices of the higher selves, the energy in motion that we call emotion. Please take a nice deep breath. Waiting to inhale. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whisper of Love Oracle for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, wanting that new beginning in their element of fire, fueled by the power of that rutilated quartz, vibrational healing and reconciliation, real heart-opening stuff there, with the healing angels of listening, helping them heal through listening and to listen to their own healing and to know that they are being heard, because we all need to be heard. So what is the element of water here? The energy in motion as emotion for the Scorpio collective, this new to full. A union of hearts. This is a connection that defies explanation. We're now looking at a soul contract read. Okay. Before we go there, last card down is the Macon Healing Mantra deck. We're going to get you the spirit card to charge this spell. And that is a Party Turnter. And this is, I call them Whispers of Love, the Party Turnter deck, the Tina Turner Party Turnter deck. Because now we are dealing with something that there is a union of hearts here. And this is where we start to get into soulmate twin flame conversation. You might want to check your Path of True Love reads, the series. Oh, that I'm still doing. Did I do Scorpio? Yes, I think Scorpio was the last one I did. I'm going to pick them up. I just wanted to get these reads out for New Moon first. If it's something that defies explanation, that means try and explain it. You can't. There's a larger purpose in play here. I certainly have had that experience with some Scorpios in my life. Like, I don't know why, but it is what it is. But there is a deeper wisdom here for you, a deeper insight, and a real healing. So whether this person is in physical form or not, there may be some past life stuff here. I don't go there immediately in these reads. But for a new beginning in a relationship of a union of hearts, it's a big deal. A very big deal. Scorpio. Uh-oh, Scorpio. Let's get that spirit card on the table, the Healing Mantra deck. Breathe. So I call upon the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, particularly with that Union of Hearts card on the table. What is the perfect healing mantra that the Scorpio can work with? this new to full, so that they get their new beginning, that let the magic in their spell clear the space in which they dwell. And maybe that's dwelling mentally and emotionally, right? Scorpio kind of holding it all back in there with that rutilated quartz and their element of earth to bring vibrational reconciliation and healing. And to open their hearts so that they can love again in a higher way with the healing angels of listening, should they call upon them, so that they can listen in a new way, to know that they are being heard, that their prayers are being heard, and that the vibration that passes between them and whoever this is, it's time. And hence this union of hearts, to not try and do this with the mind, but to do this with the soul, to do this with the heart, because this is a connection that defies explanation. So the third eye alone can't do this. So what is their perfect healing mantra here? The element of spirit to charge this spell, this intention work, this healing, this new twofold for the Scorpios. Discovering happiness. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. We're talking about a present moment experience. I love this mantra. It's hard not to have favorites, but I would say like I have a nice like 7 card in my hands with my favorite mantras in this deck. This is lovely. I'm going to read it from the bookie book, but get that. Discovering happiness is an inside job. Course in Miracles says happiness is a decision I must make. So that is within our power to do, but it's a journey, right? It's not about emotional bypassing. It's not about, particularly as a Scorpio, don't bypass your emotions. You got to feel it to heal it, but don't let it burn down the village. Don't text, right? Let me read this one. Discovering happiness. I allow myself, underline allow, I allow myself to be content exactly as I am, because people don't always like it when other people are content when they're not. You should be, what is it? Don't just sit there, do something. Well, the reverse is just don't do something, sit there. Discovering happiness. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. When happiness is discovered, you are inspired, excited, and passionate about the gift of being alive. Now, maybe not all at once. It is a mantra. It is a waxing moon we're talking about here. There is a willingness to open your heart to the mystery of each moment, whether you're getting what you want or witnessing unexpected outcomes, right? This is so power of now, Eckhart Tolle, but with a bit more of a heart-centered Matt Kahn flavor here. The discovery of happiness frees you from needing life to bring you more of this or less of that. Very Scorpio. The true joy of being yourself has dawned. This mantra is ideal for facing disappointment, developing self-approval, and feeling fulfilled. This is really about you also kind of doing this healing work for you, right? Like sometimes we can say, all right, well, I'm going to heal this relationship with this person, and I'm going to do it with this stone. I'm going to do my energy healing work so that the relationship shifts or changes. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't on their end. But when you get that, I'm going to discover my own happiness instead of it being conditional on what more or less of this or that it's in you. Happiness is a state of being of the soul, not so much the ego, unless it gets exactly what it wants. External, conditional happiness. So this is the truth of who we are as a soul, and in between the soul and the ego is the personality. The ego is the egg, the personality of the caterpillar, the soul, the cocoon, and the higher self, the soul. And of course I'm saying that because we got a butterfly here somewhere. Let me put it together in a lovely little blessing for you. Please take a nice deep breath. It's a hot read in its way, but not necessarily easy. So let's call upon the collective pantheon to please bless the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading with all that they need this new moon to full moon, that they truly discover the happiness that is theirs, allowing themselves to be content exactly as they are in a union of hearts, because there's a connection here that defies explanation, and maybe that would be hard to explain to other people in their lives as well, and hence the healing angels of listening. If they try and explain it, and people won't hear them in this connection that defies explanation, that to know that they are being heard, and to find a means of being heard as well as listening to the guidance within them, working with that vibe of root-elated quartz, that there is a vibrational healing that's going on here. Something from the past went down, and when has it ever not? That now is coming back around, and if this is being done from a distance, blessed be that the healing be done here for the Scorpio to really discover their own happiness within them, giving them a brand new beginning, letting the magic in their spell clear the space clear the space in which they dwell for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as I will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. This is such a general read. This could be somebody that you're dealing with and are not talking with, somebody new in your life. This could play itself out in so many different ways. So comment below if you can. I know, you're Scorpios, you like your secrets, but a couple of words will do, I would think. Otherwise, it's like being in a movie and not knowing how it ends. You just get dropped down in your part and you're good to see what happens. So did you like it? Like the video. Do you want more of me? Please subscribe. You want to read my book? Link in the description box so you can preview it for free on Kindle. And if you want to book me for a read, booking a reading with Mal, 13 minutes of fun. Me kind of going along, explaining what goes on in a reading before, during, and after with Angelo, Lyons, the Archangel of Lyons. You can call me Mal, my Scorps. I love you so much. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Halloween. But in the meantime, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new to full, right? Your new moon in Scorpio. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.